Okay, Aunt Shirley, this is coming in the front door. First thing you see, this is Jody's Christmas present. We had Easter yesterday and they put it up. The babies. You start at my bedroom. Here's, I'll just give you a quick scan from the front door. It's dark out, so we have to leave the lights on, and we're going to get glare here and there where we don't want it. And there's a lot of stories in here. That's what's cool about this too. But man, almost all the wood you see, except for the ceiling and the floor, is from the barn. So we'll start here. That's a Seth Thomas clock. They were made in Jody's hometown. I got for her one Christmas. This is the Agizi's, I think my great-grandfather's desk that I had stripped and redone. I got from Uncle Tub for Jody a few years ago. We got barnwood all the way on two walls in the dining room, and it leads into the kitchen. That's from the barn. Then you go over here. We got to finish painting my door. We put the shelf up. You sort of see the pipe. We have a lot of pipe holding things up and being part of the architecture. The light I got, it's a 20s deco light. I'm pretty sure it's probably a bathroom light. It has a plug with it. I stripped all that out and redid that. I built a pedestal for it, like I put this shelf in. And at an antique store, the same antique store, I found the old stock push buttons that I originally had for the house. Originally, I can still remember. You see the pipe brackets. That's a T-cart Jody got at one of the auctions. This is temporary. We have a lot to do, and one thing we're going to do is build our own table out of the barnwood. I know exactly what we're going to do. And instead of this T-cart, we are going to have our table extension will be a table over here, so that when we want to make our table bigger, we just connect it to the table, and instead of sitting 6 that we're going to build, we can sit 10 at the table. This is an old sideboard we bought at an auction, probably around 1930s. Still a lot of barnwood. You can see now that's an old candle. I bought an antique store, I think in Maine, a couple years ago. These beams are from the barn. You see the chimney now. The mantle is from the barn. You see we have small pipes, brackets, and it goes all the way over. And then the pegs that are in here, those are from the barn. Those are what held the beams all together. And so I used the pegs to just fill the holes in the beams where they had to put screws in that. Then this is my Hoosier cabinet I bought about 4 or 5 years ago. And I stripped all the hardware and we painted all the outside white. A little bit of red trim. The inside still original, the off-white, yellowish. You see the flour mill, my coffee canisters. You see the bowls for cereal for the kids. I'll have coffee cups in here and all that. That came out really good. I still have to trim out the place, so there's a few things. Over here is where our pantry is going to be. Hopefully I'll have that built by the end of spring. And the pantry, we have smart switches everywhere, and the pantry has its own set of lights also. The railing, which was our contractor's ideal, came out really good. Me, Missy, and Jody are going to strip the basement steps, and I'm going to close them in with barn wood and all that, and it'll look really good. But this came out real good. Then you see the back of Jody's counter is all barn wood, and we put a couple electric outlets back there, and that's her basement light. This is all barn wood here, these hanging shelves. And Jody went to the Fiesta warehouse down by East Liverpool a couple times. She's got a nice collection of Fiesta stuff, which we bought the stuff that doesn't get sold in the stores. They have just little flaws, maybe a little bubble or off color or something like that. The cabinets, we moved the sink with a country sink. That's what Jody wanted. I thought great idea. The cabinets, we extended all the way to the ceiling. I thought that's a great idea. I found these handles. They're black cast iron on the internet. We have a Lazy Susan here, but right here is corner drawers, and I found these leather hinges for the corner stores. And of course, the little kids' goodies are all in the top drawer. Some more Fiesta. Oh, the backwash, the subway tile. We used white grout, came out really good. I trimmed this window out, put a ledge on the window. We have a couple, these aren't from the barn, but I got a couple out in the garage that are from the barn, old medicine cork bottles that we're gonna put on here. Found that square plate at an antique store. We were at Whole Foods and got flowers for Easter. We had our Easter yesterday with everyone. That looks really good. This counter's top is granite. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. Long story where next time we get together, we'll tell you the story of that. It's good to have friends is all I know. Alyssa had this made for us. We're gonna put it here. I've got to put a tape backing in that so it won't fall. But this chimney came out really good. Even though it's in the middle, it came out really good. This here, I trimmed out this window, put a ledge on it down there for Scarlett to put her elbows if she wants to look out the window. She likes looking out this window. Here's a set of shutters I made. Made those shutters out of barn wood. I still have to put the clasp in some hardwood and tweak it a little bit. It came out exactly the way we wanted it. Looks good. They'll open up. Fold back and we can see out. That's Gordy's milk pail. Now it's the dog food pail. Found this at a store in Connecticut. Bought it just high enough for all the kids to ring us to dinner. Drives Jody and Alyssa nuts. Some more of the back side of the beams are just great. And then I love this color of this wall. This came out really good. Jody was gonna put a coat rack, but I like the color so well and I like it plain like that. I said no coat rack, so we're gonna redo things in my room so our coat racks will be in my room. That was a chandelier from one of the stores, and I cut it down to be a ceiling hugger. It came out really good. close up. This china is Rob's, Jody's, me and Jody's brother-in-law. Christmas present for Jody. The pictures were present in that, and those books are neat. Up here are mugs from Germany, and then the Eiffel Tower I bought at the Eiffel Tower when I went for a weekend one time. And then the Viking is, we bought it at this Viking place where we had our honeymoon. So a lot of things in here. Oh, my urinal, Art Deco's 20s lamp. I'm certain it's a bathroom lamp. Found at a antique store. And I got it at and redid it, and it's really nice. It looks cool there. Push buttons. Found these plates in Amazon. Bought them. I also have the same plate and push buttons for outside, and then this part is going to be filled with where we could put a remote control. Some of our light switches have remote controls to control it, so they're smart. We could turn them on and off from vacation and stuff like that. So I think, this table we just got at a secondhand store a long time ago, and we used it as a counter when the walls were in over there. So a lot of cool things. We like the floor. I like the color of it. Here's the chair I sit in. I said for $30,000, I'm going to sit in here a lot. So real happy with everything. Real happy with everything. I mean, we have a lot to do, but at this point, we can literally say we've done a lot too. So it's really cool. Them shelves are cool. That's all barn wood. Just turned out really good. I love this angle. Let's see if it helps turn the light out. I love this angle because it looks really rustic from this angle. This is the capture I think I was wanting to see, is the barnwood walls and all that, and some of the older furniture that we bought and we're able to put in good use. It's funny because we keep running into things that we bought and said one day we could do this or that, and probably never really believed we would do this or be able to do this or that. And then this gives us opportunity. But the funny thing is, we don't want to cover the walls. The walls look so good. That's a lot of things we have. It might be a while before we put them up on the walls because we don't want to lose the walls. Jody found this truck. It lights up. It's on a timer. It has bunch of LED lights, and so it's lit up at night while the lights are all off in the room and we're sitting in the living room at night. Looks pretty cool. The bath, we have a light right over the sink, a dimmer light right over the sink, so that if we turn these light, we got a lot of different light controls, so we could sort of highlight the window and all that. I think maybe one of the smartest things we did was Jody did, that's Jody, move the sink under the window. It's really cool. The ceiling is lap ceiling, which is our contractor put in. And we said, don't fill any holes or anything and only put like 2 coats of paint on. If the knots bleed through, that's what we want. So you'll see some knots bleeding through and stuff. And this dining room ceiling we were gonna use the loft and not paint it or anything and just have a wood ceiling. But Sis and Craig said, nope, you gotta go all the way through, because that lap looks so good. So we brought it all the way into the dining room. So in a nutshell, this is our room. There's a lot of cool, neat things for us that have a lot of cool memories, a lot of new memories. Of course, my Hoosier is my Hoosier cabinet is my coffee thing, and I made it white with red trim. I'm certain that's what I remember it being Mammal's color. And we really like it. We're proud of it, and Jody's very proud of it, and she should be. We did all the design ourselves, and you can see, you sort of see. We're old in soul, I guess, because we like old things. So I think we hit it pretty good.